Hey there, this is Divya from Chalkboard Academy, and we are doing class 10 mathematics. In this, we have this chapter called chapter 3, that is pair of linear equations in two variables. And this video is the last installment of this chapter. So let's see what we have done in earlier video. So the very first topic we covered earlier was a substitution method, and thereafter we did elimination method, and then cross multiplication method, and based on these three methods we have done certain questions to understand them clearly. Now moving forward, we will be doing word problems where we will discuss some types of questions. So let's see what is the first type. First type is cost effective cost related method. In this we will be given the cost of two or three commodities, and we have to find out their cost for one article. Thereafter we have area and perimeter. Again same thing, we will be given area or perimeter or the relation between the dimensions of the figure, and then we have to find out the dimensions. Then we have third topic here, that is taxi or fare. Here we will be given some fixed charges and the changing charges, like the charges and fixed charges and changing charges, and thereafter we have to find out both the charges. And it's similar to that, we will have like library and the charges for library. Thereafter we have numbers and fractions. In this we have fractions related questions where we will be given fraction and how the fraction changes, and then we have numbers like the number when it reverses and the relation between them to find out the number. Then we have ages, where one or two or three people will be given and their ages will be given, and we have to find out their present age and the relation between their past age or their future ages will be given. Thereafter, last type, here we will be discussing speed, distance, time. In this we are going to use this formula, speed is equal to distance upon time, to do the questions. So let's start with the easiest one, that is the cost effect related. So cost related questions, let's start with an example. So here is an example. In this example you can see the question states 5 pencil and 7 pen together cost rupees 50, whereas 7 pencil and 5 pen cost rupees 46. Find the cost of one pencil and that of one pen. So we are given with the aggregate cost of 5 pencil and 7 pen, and similarly 7 pencil and 5 pen as 46. Now we are supposed to find out the cost for one pencil and one pen. So here what we are going to do first, we are going to let. So we are assuming that cost of one pencil be x and cost of one pen be y. So now we have to draw the equation. Here 5 pencil, that is 5x now. So first equation states 5x plus 7y is equal to 50. Second equation says 7x plus 5y is equal to 46. Now because now we can use any of the three methods we have already used earlier, we have discussed in earlier video, to find out the solution. So here I am going to use elimination method. So we are going to make the x variable equal in both the two cases. So sorry, the y variable equal in both the two cases. So for in first equation I will be multiplying it by 5, and for second equation it will be multiplied by 7. So after multiplying, like see 5 multiplied by 5, that is 25, 5 sevens are 35, and then 5 multiplied by 50 is equal to 250. And similarly here 7 multiplied by 7, 49, then 5 multiplied by 7, that is 35, and then 46 multiplied by 7. So here we got these two equations now, and in these two equations we get this 35 and 35, they are equal, so they will be eliminated. So for elimination, first we change sign. So here all the numbers here are positive, so after changing the sign they become negative. Now 35 is eliminated by 35y. We got this 25x minus 49x, that is minus 24x, that is equal to minus 72. Again, here this negative sign can be eliminated by this negative sign. So we get x as 3. 24 multiplied by 3, that is 72. Now we got the value of x. Now we can simply put the value of x in any of the two equations we have or earlier derived. So I am going to put this value in equation 1. So after putting the value, 5 multiplied by 3 plus 7y plus is equal to 50. So 15 plus 7y is equal to 50. Now we got 7y as 35. Therefore, y is equal to 5. That means the cost of one pencil is rupees 3 and the cost of one pen is rupees 5. Moving forward, let's look into another variety, that is area and perimeter. In this type of question, we will be given two-dimension figures. Like here we are given with the rectangle. So let's see the question first. So half the perimeter of a rectangular garden whose length is 4 meter more than its width is 36. So half the perimeter is given to us as 36 meter, and then we have to find the dimensions of the garden, and another relation is given to us, that is length is 4 meter more than the width. That means if we take width as y, then x, and length as x, then x is equal to 4 plus y. So let's start with assuming. So let's assume length of rectangle be x and breadth be y. So according to question, perimeter is equal to 2x plus y, and we are given with the half of perimeter, that is semi-perimeter, as 36. So p by 2 is equal to x plus y is equal to 36 equation, and then we are given with length is equal to 4 plus breadth, so x is equal to 4 plus y. Now we got two equations here. In this, again we can use all the out of the any method out of the three methods. So here I am going to use first method, that is substitution. So I am going to put the value of x from equation 1 to the equation 2. So 4 plus y is equal to 36. So 2y is equal to 32, and then we got y as 16. Now we have to put the value of x in equation 1, and equation 1 was x is equal to 4 plus y. So 4 plus 16, that is x is equal to 20. Now we got the length and breadth of the triangle. So length of the rectangle is 20 meter and breadth of the rectangle is 16 meter. That's it. Now let's look into another type here. In this type, this is taxi and fare, or we can say library and its charges, any such kind of question. Here we will be given two terms. First, fixed charge. We can assume it as x, y, whatever variable we like. Then we are given with the charges per kilometer or charges per day. Anything. Here we are taking taxi and fare, so charges per kilometer. If we are taking library, then it would be charges per day. So total fare is actually equal to fixed charge plus charges per kilometer multiplied by distance covered in kilometer. And if we take it for library, it would be fixed charge plus charges per day multiplied by days covered. So we can simply say here total fare is equal to x plus ay. Here x is fixed charge, y is charges per kilometer, and a is the number of kilometers, that is the distance covered in kilometers. So let's start with the example here to understand it clearly. Here we have this question: the taxi charges in a city consist of a fixed charge together with the charge for the distance covered. For a distance of 10 km, the charge paid is rupees 105, and for a journey of 15 km, the charge paid is rupees 155. Now we have to find out what are the fixed charges and the charge per kilometer, and thereafter how much does a person have to pay for traveling a distance of 25 km. So in the first part we have to find out the fixed charge and charge per kilometer, and in second part we have to calculate the charges for 25 kilometers. So we are going to start with assuming again. So we are assuming fixed charge be x and charges per kilometer be y. So according to question we got x plus 10y. X is the fixed charge, 10 is the number distance covered in number, and then y is the charges for distance per kilometer. So it is x plus 10y is equal to 105, and then second equation states x plus 15y is equal to 155. Now here we can simply do elimination method, because in both the two equations we see that x is the x variable are equal. So we are going to do elimination method, and for that we have to again do some sign changing. So here we are changing the sign. So x is negative here, then here it is negative, and then here it is negative. So this x is eliminated by x. Now we got 10y minus 15y, that is minus 5y, and 105 minus 150 is equal to minus 50. So again signs are cancelled. Now we got y as 10. Now we can put the value of y in equation 1. So we get x plus 10 multiplied by 10 is equal to 105, and therefore the value for x is 105 minus 100, that is x is equal to 5. Now we have calculated the first part of the question, that is fixed charges and charges per kilometer. The second part states to find out the charges for 25 kilometer, that is x plus 25 into y. So here x was given, x is 5 and then y is 10 and multiplied by 25 kilometers. So 5 plus 25 into 10, that is 255. So that's the answer here. Now we have another variety of questions here, that is numbers and fractions. In this we will be doing numbers and we will be doing fractions as well. So let's see the number. Here it is number, we have taken this number for example number, this is 2 and 7, 27. 7 is at unit place and 2 is at tens place. So 7 is actually 7 multiplied by 1 because it is at unit place. Then we have 2, that is 2 multiplied by 10. So it becomes 20. So 20 plus 7, that is 27. So if we replace this 2 and 7 with x and y, we can simply use here like instead of y 7 we can use y, and instead of x we can use 2, instead of 2 we can use x, though thereafter we will get the equation is 10 multiplied by x plus y. So let's see. Now we have replaced x 27 by xy. So y is at unit place, so y multiplied by 1, x is at tens place, so x is multiplied by 10. Therefore the number becomes 10x plus y. So we will be using this equation every time we will be given the number, and then we are supposed to reverse that number and the relation between those numbers to find out the digits here. So we will first find out the digits to find out the number. Now we have question here. In this question the difference between two numbers is 26 and one number is 3 times the other, find them. So this is very easy question here. We don't need to do this part. We are simply given with two numbers, let's assume x and y, and the difference between these two numbers is 26, that is x minus y could be 26, and one number is thrice the other, so x is equal to 3y. So we have assumed first part, first number be x and second number be y. So according to question it becomes x minus y is equal to 26 and x is equal to 3y. So there are two equations. We can simply put the value of equation 2 in equation 1, that is the substitution method, to find out the value of y first. So moving forward, we have put the value of x from equation 2 in equation 1, and now 3y minus y is equal to 2y, which is equal to 26. So y is equal to 13. Now we can put the value of y in equation 1. Then x is equal to 3y, which is equal to 3 multiplied by 13, that is 30. So the first number is 39 and the second number is 13. Let's look into another question. So here the sum of two-digit number and the number obtained by reversing the digits is 66. If the digits of the number differ by 2, find the number. How many such numbers are there? So in this question we are given with the digits and numbers. So first we are going to assume the digits here. So let's assume the number at unit place be x and the number at tens place be y. So the number becomes 10y plus x and its reverse will be 10y plus 10x plus y. Now according to question, the sum of these two numbers will be 66. So 10y plus x plus 10x plus y is equal to 66, and after solving we get 11x plus 11y is equal to 66. So after solving it further we get x plus y is equal to 6, and the second part is x minus y is equal to 2. Now here again we will do elimination method. So in elimination we don't need to change sign here because this is positive, this is negative, and we can simply eliminate them. So after eliminating them we get 2x is equal to 8, therefore x is equal to 4. Now we can put the value of x in any of the equation. So after putting the value we get this. So x minus x plus y is equal to 6. So 4 plus y is equal to 6. Therefore y is equal to 2. Now we got y is equal to 2 and the number was 10y plus x. Therefore the number becomes 10 multiplied by 2 plus 4, that is 24, and its reverse will be 42. So only two such numbers are there, that is 24, 42. The number is 24 and its reverse is 42. So only two such numbers are there. Now here another question. In this question, a fraction becomes 9 by 11 if 2 is added to both the numerator and the denominator. And if 3 is added to both numerator and denominator, it becomes 5 by 6. Find the fraction. So we already know for fractions are in p by q form, where p is numerator and q is denominator. So we are assuming the numerator be x and denominator be y. Therefore the fraction becomes xyy. And according to question, in first part we are given if 2 is added to both the numerator and denominator, so x plus 2, y plus 2 is equal to 9 by 11. So after solving it further by cross multiplication, we get this. 11 multiplied by x plus 2 is equal to 9 multiplied by y plus 2. So after solving it further we get this equation, 11x plus 9y is equal to minus 4. Now second part, in which 3 is added to both numerator and denominator. So x plus 3 by y plus 3 is equal to 5 by 6. And again we are doing cross multiplication. So 6 multiplied by x plus 3, 5 multiplied by y plus 3. So we get this, after solving it further, we get this 6x minus 5y is equal to minus 3. Now we have got two equations. We can simply do any of the three methods to find the value of x and y. So because we have done this many times, so I am leaving it here. Now we are going to do age related questions. In age related questions we will assume the ages of first person, age of second person, and then we will be given some relation. So 5 years hence the age of Jacob will be 3 times that of his son. So here we have Jacob and his son and the relation of 5 years hence, that is for future. And then 5 years ago, that is past, Jacob's age was 7 times that of his son. So what are their present ages? To do these type of questions, we assume the present age of Jacob and his son. So present age of Jacob be x and his son be y. Now we are talking about 5 years hence, that is 5 years in future. So the age will be x plus 5 for Jacob, and his son would be y plus 5. And if we talk about the past, that is 5 years ago, then it would be x minus 5 and y minus 5. So let's look into the relation. So according to question, it was said that x plus 5 is equal to 3 times of y plus 5, first equation, and second equation x minus 5 is equal to 7 times y minus 5. So we have solved the first part of equation, that is x plus 5 is equal to 3 multiplied by y plus 5. So we get this equation, x minus 3y is equal to 10. Now we are solving this equation here. So x minus 5 is equal to 7 multiplied by y minus 5. So after further solving it, we get x minus 7y is equal to minus 30. Now we got two equations, we can simply use them for any method to find out x and y, and that would be the ages of Jacob and his son. Now the last part here is speed, distance and time. In speed, distance and time, first thing we should be aware about this formula, that is speed is equal to distance upon time. So we will be equating like we will either take speed on both sides or we will take time on both sides to equate the questions. So speed of boat, here we will be given some questions like speed of boat is this and speed of stream is this, or even like that upstream or downstream. So here we assume speed of boat be x kilometer per hour, then we have speed of stream, that is y kilometer per hour. Remember, x is always greater than y, that is speed of boat is always greater than the speed of stream, then only it can move, otherwise it won't move in upstream form. So upstream becomes x and y, x minus y, that is speed of boat minus speed of stream, and downstream becomes x plus y. Now we will be using these information to do the questions related to speed, distance and time. So let's look into the question. So here's the question which states a boat goes 30 km upstream and 44 km downstream in 10 hours. In 13 hours, it can go 40 km upstream and 55 km downstream. Determine the speed of stream and that of the boat in still water. So what we are given? We are given that for first equation 30 km upstream and 44 km downstream in 10 hours. So we already know the distance here for both upstream and downstream, and we have time. So we will be equating this question with time. So first we have assumed speed of boat x kilometer per hour, speed of stream y kilometer per hour, then upstream speed becomes x minus y kilometer per hour and downstream becomes x plus y kilometer per hour. Now we have this formula, speed is equal to distance upon time, but here we will not equate in speed, we will equate in time. So time is equal to speed, distance upon speed. We have just switched the places of time and speed. So we will use this formula, that is on left hand side and right hand side we will put time. So on one side we will simply put the time in hours, that is given here, that is 10 hour, or here 13 hours, and on the other side we will form the formula. So let's see. According to question, we are given 30 kilometer upstream. So 30 kilometer is the distance and this is x minus y is the speed. Then plus 44 kilometer downstream, that is 44 kilometer distance, and x plus y, that is your speed. So 44 by x plus y is equal to 10, first equation. Similarly we have this second equation, that is 40 by x minus y plus 55 by x plus y is equal to 13. Now we have already discussed the reducing equations where we reduce them. So here we are going to reduce the equation further, because to do this 1 by x minus y and 1 by x plus y, we have no such formula. So for that we are assuming 1 by x plus y be a and 1 by x minus y be a and 1 by x plus y be b. So we get this equation, 30a plus 44b is equal to 10 and 40a plus 55b is equal to 13. So these are the two equations, and now by elimination method we will do the equations. So in first equation because we are here trying to eliminate variable a, so I have multiplied 30 by 4 to make it 120, and in second equation 40 by 3 to make it again equal to the first equation. So rest of the things are also multiplied by 4 here, and in this case by 3. So after multiplying, the equation becomes 120a plus 176b is equal to 40, and here 120a plus 165b is equal to 39. So after elimination, that is we are changing the sign here, we get this 120a is eliminated by 120a, and we get b as 11b is equal to 1. So we get the value of b as 1 by 11. Now we can put the value of b in any of the equation. Here we are putting the value in equation 1. So 30a plus 44 multiplied by 11 is equal to 10. Here we can simply cut 11 is 44 is actually the multiple of 11. So after cutting, we get this 4. So 30a is equal to 6. Then a is equal to 1 by 5. Now we got a and b, and we already know a, we were given with a is equal to 1 by x minus y is equal, and that is equal to 1 by 5. So x minus y is equal to 3. This is equation 3. X minus y is equal to 5. This is equation 3. And similarly, b is equal to x plus y is equal to 1 by 11. So x plus y is equal to 11. Now again we got two equations, and we can simply eliminate and find out the value. So here after changing the sign, we get this y is x is eliminated, and then we get 11 minus 5, that is 6. So we got y as 3, and now we can put the value of y in equation 3 to find out the value of x. So equation 4 to find out the value of x. So x plus 3 is equal to 11. X is equal to 11 minus 3. Therefore x is equal to 8. So here we get the x is equal to 8 and y is equal to 3. Therefore the speed of boat is 8 km per hour, and the speed of stream is 3 km per hour. That was like we have earlier discussed that the speed of stream should be lesser than the speed of boat. So here we can simply see that 8 is greater than 3. That means we are satisfying that part of the question. This was all about this chapter. Thanks for watching it. If you like this video, then don't forget to subscribe this channel.